Nestled deep in the Kaibab, Prescott, and Coconino National Forests, Sycamore Canyon is one of the few pristine and untouched environments left today. In 1972, Sycamore Canyon was the first area designated as a wilderness area by the state of Arizona, so there are no roads, hiking trails, or crowds inside the canyon. The walls of the canyon are marked by colorful cliffs, soaring pinnacles, and a desert riparian area, making it one of the world's rarest habitats. The road to Sycamore Point is a 5-mile-long, gnarly, beat-up road impassable in all vehicles except 4x4s, but if you're willing to push the envelope and explore a little, you will be greatly rewarded for your efforts. We then top it all off with a drive down Perkinsville Road, which offers stunning vistas of landscapes ranging from 3,500 to over 7,000 feet elevation, but is certainly not for the faint of heart. We're here in Flagstaff right now. It's our gateway out to our adventure today, which takes us out to Sycamore Canyon and Perkinsville Road. We will see more of the Mogollon Rim, and should be some pretty spectacular scenery. So enjoy. After a quick stop to check road conditions and snap a few pictures, we're off into the forest. The 13-mile drive to the Sycamore Canyon Vista trailhead winds through cool ponderosa pines and the alluring Garland Prairie, with the San Francisco peaks offering a stunning background to such already gorgeous scenery. So we're hiking out to the Sycamore Canyon Vista at the end of Forest Road 56. It's about a quarter of a mile of a hike out there, but the vistas are supposed to be second to none. Well, maybe second to the Grand Canyon. If you're looking to channel your inner redneck, Sycamore Point Road is the perfect place to do it. The 5-mile-long dirt road is not regularly maintained, leaving it rutted, rocky, full of potholes, and washed out in places, and rendering it an ATVer's paradise. If you come during the spring snowmelt, there is also at least one stream you must cross to get out to Sycamore Point. When I take these adventures, I always say that if you're willing to push that little bit extra, you will be greatly rewarded. After nearly 45 minutes of slogging the 5 miles down Sycamore Point Road, that payoff became very clear right away.
We're on the last stages of this gnarly road out to Sycamore Point. All indications are that this view is going to be well worth it. So, hopefully slogging 10 miles down this absolutely disgusting road is going to be worth it. Well, we made it out to Sycamore Point, and let me tell you, it was well worth it. All those miles of gnarly dirt road, and got my own little stretch of paradise here in the shade, getting ready to eat lunch. And I'll spin this camera around and I can show you the view that I could sit here all afternoon. It's that nice. So here's a little bit of a panorama shot just to get you all oriented. Those peaks you see in the far distance are the San Francisco peaks. This is looking off to the north. Those 3 peaks right there, the tallest one is Humphreys Peak, which is the tallest point in Arizona, standing at 12,000 feet and change. Sitting right underneath that cluster of mountains is the city of Flagstaff. If we pan around further, this is now kind of looking to the northeast, then to the east. To the southeast, that's the Verde River, and that runs down towards Prescott and Sedona.
As we leave Sycamore Point and begin the long, slow backtrack up Sycamore Point Road, it starts to sink in just how special a place Sycamore Canyon is. The journey just to get out to Sycamore Point is a big part of what makes it so extraordinary. The solitude, purity, and scenery of the canyon are just icing on the cake. Traveling to places like Sycamore Canyon is such a wonderful way to reset, recharge, and wash away all your worries. As hard as it is to leave, it is important to keep in perspective that it is not a long drive from Metro Phoenix to come back, and that the next opportunity to push it that much further and then reap those rewards is likely not too far away.
Well, that was certainly an adventure getting out to Sycamore Point there, but worth every second, every ding, every dent, every bit of that gnarly dirt road. Worth every second of it. Well, we're back on the pavement now, at least temporarily, as we head down towards Perkinsville on Perkinsville Road. It will turn back into a dirt road at some point, and the views down there are supposed to be really good, so hopefully we'll get some more good shots. Well, we've descended now to almost 5,600 feet, but at some point we're definitely going to have to cross this mountain range that's in front of me. As you can see, wait for it, right there.
Even though all the guidebooks tell you to start in Williams, Perkinsville Road actually connects the old ranch town of Perkinsville with Jerome to the east and Chino Valley to the west. If you want a little taste of the old Wild Wild West, Perkinsville Road is the place for you. In 1864, James Baker and his partner James Campbell started one of the largest cattle and horse operations in Arizona at Perkinsville Ranch, which is where the road crosses the Verde River. When severe drought hit the area in the 1890s, Baker and Campbell were forced to sell the ranch to Marion Alexander Perkins, who sold beef to the miners in Jerome. When the Santa Fe Railway opened in 1912, the Perkins could ship the cattle to market directly from the ranch. The heyday of the Perkins Ranch ended with the closing of Jerome's copper mines in the 1950s. Then in 1962, How the West Was Won was filmed at the Perkins Ranch, as well as at the Verde River Bridge. Perkinsville Road certainly saves some of the best for last. Before the final descent into Jerome, you must cross a 6,000-foot mountain pass on primitive roads that are carved into the side of the mountains. There are no guardrails, but in most places, the road is wide enough for two vehicles to pass each other. Regardless of which way you look, there are spectacular vistas of the Verde River Valley, the Mogollon Rim, and even a few glimpses of Sedona's Red Rock country. While it can be a bit of a shock getting plunged back into civilization once you reach Jerome, Cottonwood, and Clarkdale, make sure you don't miss similar vistas along Highways 89A and 260 as you make your way back to Interstate 17.